Well, hello there, and welcome to your monthly numerology for September here at Metaphysical Roundtable. I'm Jennifer, and Mouse and Mercury have been sort of causing a lot of chaos, which is funny because this is eclipse season in September. This is the third time that I've tried to do the intro. Yeah. So, that being said, let's look at what's going on in September. And really, this year is just flying by. I mean, it is just, it feels like we're just moving like really, really fast. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's just crazy. So, I just want to tell you, when I'm covering the astrology for the month, I'm just hitting the highlights. I'm not covering every aspect. Sometimes I will talk about some of the squares that's going on because they're pretty important. But, I mean, Mercury moves so quickly. The moon moves so quickly. So I do not cover all of those aspects. I really just hit the highlights. And if you're wanting to know about, like, in-depth astrology, I have a list of people that I watch. If you're interested, hit me up and I'll let you know who they are. I mean, Marin Altman is one, Deborah Silverman, another, Molly McCord. Oh my gosh, there's so many astrologers on YouTube. Pick your favorite, dive in. All right, so that being said, let's get into September because September is eclipse season. And I love it. I'm also a little, because Pisces and Virgo are on the ecliptic, and I am a Virgo. So, yeah. All right. So, kicking off September 1st, we have Saturn, which is retrograde, retrograding back into Pisces. We also have Labor Day here in the U.S. On the 2nd, we have Mercury moving into Virgo, and Mercury loves being in Virgo. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Mercury loves, loves, loves those two. On the 6th, we have Uranus going retrograde. Uranus is in Gemini, and Uranus goes retrograde at 12:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Excuse me. So if you're in a different time zone, this could actually come up on a different day. FYI. So Uranus is retrograde in Gemini. Uranus is later going to retrograde back into Taurus for a short period of time. On the 7th, we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces that hits its peak at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is all about release. It's about cord cutting. It is definitely a great time for letting go, releasing, and just looking and just being like, this doesn't work for me anymore. It's time to move on. And it's a great time to do it because it's a 9-year. Also, got the best stone for this. Yeah. But more on that later. Then on the 18th, Mercury is moving real quick. Mercury is moving on into Libra. Yeah. Then on the 19th, we have Venus moving into Virgo. Now, little thing here. Venus does not like being in Virgo. And who does? I have a Virgo sun. I have a couple of planets in Virgo, but I have a Virgo sun, and that is uncomfortable. But Venus does not like being in Virgo. So if you're ruled by Venus, I'm real sorry. Then on the 21st, we have the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo that hits its peak at 3:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is our second new moon in Virgo. The first new moon in Virgo was just recently. It was on the 23rd. And again, second new moon in Virgo, this is about what can we build? How can we move forward? What can we build? It's fantastic. It's also International Day of Peace. On the 22nd, we have the sun moving into Libra. It is also the fall equinox. We also have Mars moving into Scorpio. Mars likes being in Scorpio like a whole lot better than being in Libra, because Mars does not like being in Libra. Mars rules Aries, which is opposing Libra. So that's not a comfortable place for Mars, but Mars does like being in Scorpio. So this is a much happier place for Mars. Sorry, not for Scorpio. All right, so we end the month with Neptune retrograde in Aries, Uranus retrograde in Gemini, Jupiter is in Cancer, Venus and South Node are in Virgo, the Sun and Mercury are in Libra, Mars is in Scorpio, Pluto is in Aquarius, and Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, and North Node is in Pisces. Now, so that we have 4 planets plus with the Sun in air, 3 planets plus North Node in water, 1 planet in Earth plus South Node, and 1 in fire. Now, earlier this year, we saw a lot more in fire. So, everything just sort of, it shakes up. So we're going to see how things shake out from here on out. I know. Okay. So the crystal of the month is Labradorite. Now, I love Labradorite. I love it. It's so beautiful. You can see this one is and the lights are really, really bright on this. Sorry. It almost looks like it's giving the Labradorite spear eyes. This is sort of a lighter Labradorite. It's more of the green. This is one of the towers that I have, and it's more of the darker blue. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. They all have that sort of iridescent. I think this is just a perfect example because it's got that blue-green iridescent quality to it. And oh my gosh, it depends on which way you turn Labradorite for it to really like show up. This looks really dark. It's in, it's a necklace, it's a pendant, and it's in silver. So it's really, really hard to see. And the closer I get to the lights, it looks like everything has eyes. But there's a lot of variations to Labradorite. And again, I think this is the best depiction of it. It's just that beautiful blue, green, gray, depending on how it's cut, or darker blue sort of color. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But oh my gosh, Labradorite is great for Libras and for Pisces. So since we have that Pisces eclipse, we have that Pisces full moon lunar eclipse in September, and the sun is moving into Libra in September, I thought this would be the perfect thing for it. I really did. So Labradorite has a couple of nicknames. The Magician's Fuel, the Stone of Magic. Those were the 2 that I liked the most, to be real honest with you. Oh, by the way, I got my information from, of course, the Crystal Healing Oracle cards, and that'll be listed in the description below. I also went to the crystalcouncil.com and tinyrituals.co. Those will also be listed down below. And I really love the websites because every month, I can give you a different website that you can go and sort of investigate on your own and see what's out there. See if it's stuff that you like or if it's stuff that you agree with or disagree with, But I really do. I like their explanations. So the crystal of the month, being Labradorite, is good for the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown chakra. This crystal stone harnesses the true potential of our own transformative power. Fantastic for a 9-year. Fantastic. And again, great for Libras and Pisces. This stone helps combat anxiety, self-doubt. It boosts confidence and helps us to say what needs to be said. Throat chakra. It assists in releasing past traumas. It helps us align with our higher purpose. It's a great stress reducer. It is an excellent stone for healers and psychics as it is associated with shamanism, magic, and mysticism. I'm going to say that right. I'm going to try real hard to say that right. So this stone it's absolutely phenomenal. Go check out like your local metaphysical stores or order it online. My website is still not up because just like too many irons in the fire to get my website back up. But there's a lot of places that sell crystals. I mean, at one of the places that I have a booth, there are 3 crystal sellers at that place. So just letting you know, it's out there. Go check it out. Labradorite. It's awesome. All right, so the cards that I'll be pulling from for all of the numerology today, I'll be pulling from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. I think this might be better. It's just I don't know what happened with my lights. It's very bright. And Moonology, which I cannot reach them. Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. All of these will be listed in the description below. So if you're wondering what I'm pulling from, there you have it. And bonus, everyone's numerology month is their life path number. So whatever your life path number is, that's what your month is in September. It happens usually once a year, sometimes twice a year, just depending, But this is fantastic. I love it. I love it because I feel like it's like everybody really is like bringing in their energy the strongest. And especially for people that have a life path of 9, you're tripling down on that energy. It's the year of the 9. It's a month of a 9 for you. And it's your life path number. And I love that. I love it. Especially during eclipse season. So we have these fantastic eclipses that are going to help us to release and build. And what better way to do that than to really, really just immerse yourself in your life path number, in the vibration of your number. I love it. I love it. So stay tuned and let's take a deep dive into your personal life path number for September. Hello, Life Path 5. Well. Here we are in September. And September for you, as it is for everyone, is your life path number. So it's a 5-month for you. And I do love being able to spend the time in a deep dive with everybody's just their personal selves, because it is all about you this month. We love that. Yeah. So with you, you're a multitasker. I think we've talked about this before. You're just so spontaneous and you're ready for adventure. I mean, you're game for adventure. You live in the present moment and you're just like, let's go do it. Let's try it out. You're all passion and fun and energetic. I just love it. I love it. 5 people are destined to lead a life of active, adventurous, just movement. And you will rarely be bored. Don't you love that? Yeah. Your mantra is, I am energy and creative action, rejuvenating, dynamic, inspiring, and passionate. And you are so passionate. I mean, I look at the 5 vibration and think fire energy. I know. And I know not all of you are an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius, but the thing is, it gives me that vibration. It gives me that feeling of that passion, that energetic movement. And it's really just about freedom. I mean, it's freedom, because you guys have lots of talents, and you probably will have multiple variations in your career path. I mean, really. You're very social, you're very gregarious, you're very dynamic. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. And yeah, one of my boys is a 5. Thing 1. You're also very versatile and very adaptable, because the 5 is all about change. Very pivotal change, like coming in, just going switch up, switch up, switch up. What also makes you very curious, and that you love to study. You love to study new information. You like to see what's going on, but it brings you there's a lot of unpredictable sort of seesaw things happening, up and down, and you're just like, okay. But the thing is, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You are a lot of fun. You really are. The lesson of the 5 is to harness your energy like any successful athlete, so that you can go beyond your imagined limitations. And that's the thing, is that when we look at your shadow side, it is imagined limitations, because you sit back and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I can't do this. That's you limiting yourself 100%. And it does lead to, some nervous energy. When you can't move beyond those imagined limitations, it does lead you to a lot of nervous energy where you become impulsive. Do we love that? We do not. Where you're just like, you start running out of steam because you haven't harnessed that energy, and because you're just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, burned yourself out a little bit, didn't you? And the thing is, it creates a lot of self-doubt. And that is not you, Life Path 5. Self-doubt is not you. It's not where you're standing. You're really good at changing things up. Let me rephrase that. But when you're sitting in your shadow side, you have a hard time with those changes. When you're sitting in the shadow side of your vibration, the challenges and changes that come through to you, it just creates just restless energy instead of energy ready to move forward. Instead of that energetic movement forward, it causes you to be restless where you're camped. And camping out for a 5, like staying in one position too long, is never a good idea. No. All right, so let's take a look at what cards we have for you. And look, I got a new camera. It's very sharp, but and it's also got like now you can see cat hair all over it, and where I spilled my coffee. But I do really like this camera. It's just very sensitive to the light, so I've had to rework my lighting system. But I literally just got it in the mail last night. So, I'm playing with it today. There's a lot of changes coming in September, and I do feel like you're probably going to have an easier time of writing this out because you're so used to changes. But the fact of the matter is that we've got these eclipses, and that's chaos energy. And you're not so much chaos as you are just a lot of energy. But I think that you're probably going to handle this eclipse energy a whole lot better than some of us, especially us 4s. Yeah. Oh, Dana, High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. You know, that's funny. That I was just talking to a Life Path 5 about how she can help a lot of people through just setting an example and showing them how she can successfully get through these challenges, and so can you. Yeah. And she's a Life Path 5. I love that. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. The High Priestess. Love it, love it, love it. Ooh, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Now, that does sound like fives, you know, where you have great dreams. You just need a plan with it. But let's see what the card says. Because I do like to read these because this is so informative, this book. There we go. Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, and welcoming it. In other words, aligning your energy with it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card can herald a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. What are you attracting? Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. I like that. Write down 10 things that you know that are wonderful about you. I think that's amazing. Because you are pretty awesome. I love the energy of the 5. I do. I know. It's because I'm a stick in the mud 4. Really. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 5. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful September. Make sure you check out the mid-month numerology check-in that will come out mid-month. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.